Enggak, maaf saya ngeset HP aja. Ini mulai sekarang dulu.
Masa bisa? Secukupnya. Kalau bisa sih yang kemarin sama yang baru lagi itu. Bisa tapi ada satu.
Oh, nggak bisa.
Dimas bapak sakit.
Gimana nih? Oh, tiga saya. Dimas ada siapa kan gue terima juga bu.
Kan kemarin yang buku baru itu ada yang belum. Nah, itu kalau bisa.
Kalau bisa.
Ini kan udah siap semua.
Ya mungkin semua busuk buat sangat amat grogi bu. Dan semangat.
Firstly, let me open my presentations by welcoming you all. And I would like to say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good evening, and friends. Today I'm going to present my third book, The Mysterious Stranger, Twain's Vehicle to Critical Edition, by Mark Twain, and this book was published in 1916. First of all, I want to make a disclaimer that this book is not completed. When Mark Twain, this is actually his last literary work that he wasn't able to finish because of his passing. So he died in the middle of writing this. And not only that, but he also made like 4 different manuscripts of this book. So there's like 4 versions of this book. And this is what I'm going to present to you today. First, we have the summary, the theme, the character, and my topic. Okay, let's jump to the first, which is the summary. The summary is, a stranger came into town claiming as Satan. Oh yeah, and another disclaimer, I might refer to the character of Satan by saying Satan or number 44. Because there's 2 different versions that mention him, the character, as Satan or as number 44. Okay, so the summary is, the story revolves around some guy, young boy named Theodore Fisher, who then he met a mysterious, enigmatic, and has this kinds of supernatural vibes figure named Figure 44. And then he claims to be an angel. Now this number 44 possesses magical power and has a cynical view of human nature, morality, and also religion itself. The mysterious stranger is an angel who appears to young Theodore Fisher as his friend in a small Austrian town in Esseldorf in 1590s. So this was like in the 16th century, I believe. And through the course of the novella, the mysterious stranger revealed that his name is Satan, not the original Satan, but the nephew of which we refer to Satan as the fallen angel in the Bible. So, and then he does any sort of sorcery, like giving so much money to some pastor, and then not predicting, but spoiling Theodore's friend's death to Theodore. So that's basically the story. And then the theme is supernatural and moral judgment. In the narrative, this Satan, or number 44, advocates a pessimistic and nihilistic perspective on the world. He argues that human existence lacks inherent significance or direction. He contends the idea that good and evil are arbitrary and that people are ultimately motivated by their own agenda, their own selfless emotions and desire. And next, we have the character. Me personally believe that the only significant character in this book is Theodore Fisher and the Satan itself. the characterizations of Theodore Fisher is portrayed as I said, young and innocent boy, and he's curious, open-minded, and he wants to explore the world around him. His innocence served as a stark contrast to Satan, because throughout the novella, Theodore undergoes a process of moral development. Initially, he adheres to conventional religion and belief to God, but interaction with Satan challenges his belief, and then he grapples with questions about good and evil, like that, ultimately reflecting to the novella's theme, which is moral ambiguity, as I said. And then the character Satan is what the title represents, the mystery stranger. Is talking about this figure, Satan, or number 44. And he is I would say, manipulative character who uses his power to influence Theodore, and not only Theodore, but also the townspeople of Esseldorf. And then he exposes the flaws and contradictions of their belief, leading to tragic consequences. This manipulation is central element in this story's development. And now we move on to our topic, my topic, sorry. How does Twain perceive Christianity or religion? No, but to be specific, Christianity. Earlier, I briefly told you that he made different manuscripts of the story, right? The publications of number 44, in which titled number 44, The Mysterious Stranger, which many experts believe it is the Twain's original draft, the Twain original manuscript of the book. Many experts call this the understanding of the stranger in the questions, as well as what he says about Twain's later religious belief. In these versions, number 44 is the center of highly personal spiritual statement that has a lot in common with Christian liberal religious freedom in the 1800s, in the 19th century. And also this idea is different from what the Payne-Dunega version, which titled The Mysterious Stranger, says, which is often used as proof of Twain's decline to solipsism and depression in his later years. However, the 1916 versions is still, the negative picture of that version still exists. In fact, many experts says that the character of 44 in the new version and Satan in the 1916 versions are very much the same. One expert says, Donald Malcolm says that number 44 is Satan-like figure, and that Twain's satirical attacks on traditional religion were more of the result of common and widespread movement and trends in that era. Mark Twain, he is actually, why does he critique Christianity? It's not because he is atheist or doesn't believe in God, but he is actually a prominent Christian theologian. He thought that a real religious experience came from studying, thinking, and making up your mind, believing in those by that. His writing, like number 44, shows how he spent his whole life trying to find a reason out faith that made him feel good. The liberal religious groups of the 1800s had an impact on Twain's life work. This movement tried to connect people directly with God in their daily life and put more weight on the Jesus' humanities act, and also view most of the gospel as literary inventions, not factual event. And then a lot of Twain's work are also shaped because of the religious liberalism trend during that time. This impact can be seen on how Innocent Abroad breaks down the made-up holy places, and how letters from the earth sow anger and dismay to deity or to God, and how in Captain Stormfield Visit to Heaven challenges real ideas about the future. So, in conclusion, Mark Twain's standpoint on Christianity. Mark Twain's life and work reflects the social undercurrents of Victorian culture and the theological influence of religious liberalism. His works, such as Number 44, serve as a testament to the potential of a genuine religious experience, rooted in, as I said, thought, study, and deliberate convictions. Mark Twain's Christian liberalism and his critique of religious experience were a significant influence on his work, especially in this. He also his friendship with prominent Unitarians and his criticism of religious doctrines such as Christianity played a significant role in shaping Twain's view in religion and theology. So that is how does Mark Twain perceive Christianity, religion, and theology. That's all. Thank you for listening to this presentation.
Sudah, I think I can see you feel comfortable in using the language and as well as giving the presentations. I mean, it's amazing compared to the first time that we met in the presentations.
Thank you,
Good job.
Madam. Satu kosong tujuh.
Okay, any questions from the floor? Ada pertanyaan? Okay, about oh yeah.
Can you tell us what is the advantage of this book that can make other people want to read it?
Advantage. Oh, you mean like the pro of this book?
Yes.
Well, as I said before, that in my opinion, yeah. Well, I don't see it as more like of a broad but gray area, since this book doesn't really have an ending. People could interpret by themselves of how the ending should goes. That is, I think, the gray area, or how some people love open-ending book like that. So I think that is what I consider as perhaps the pro to some people of this book.
Other questions? I think discussions about religion in the United States context is very challenging, right? Because the way we see it, we questions a lot when we watch American movies or probably TV series and things like that. We consider that they are so far away from what we know about religion, right? But it turns out that for the American religions, have many different levels. So when we try to understand whether or not United States or America in general have this religious appeal, we have to understand that they apply different definitions of religion. Yeah. So religions in the context of ordinary religions and extraordinary religions. So in our context as Indonesians, compared to the United States, their understanding of religion, which are the same level in our understanding of religion, is extraordinary religion. So they are referring to the established organized religions like Islam, Buddhism, Christianity, have what they call ordinary religions. Ordinary religions for us, we are not familiar with that. So anything that is considering, having the what is it called, the potential to push people into a better person, yeah, can be called religion. So if you try to open a discussion on religions in the context of the United States, you would be surprised because there were people who claim that baseball is my religion, Coca-Cola is my religion, things like that. So in our context, we don't understand that. Yeah. So trying to understand these different ways in looking at religions. And actually, when Dimas talks about twins in the context of religion, we have a full sub-genre of religiosity in literature. Jadi memang ada diskusi tentang agama di dalam karya sastra. So you are highlighting things that has already been done by people. So it is a legit topic to discuss from literary perspectives. So my S1 skripsi were also talking about religions in Daniel Defoe, Robinson Crusoe. Have you read it?
Yeah.
Ya, Robinson Crusoe itu sudah didiskusikan dari Marxisme, dari apa itu namanya, macam-macam lah, dari politiknya, dari perekonomiannya, dan saya melihat bahwa belum ada yang diskusi tentang agama. So my discussion was about the Crusoe's religiosity. Familiar nggak dengan cerita Robinson Crusoe? Itu loh yang sempat di Cast Away, film Cast Away. Itu Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe, itu salah satu karya yang cukup signifikan di dalam sastra Inggris gitu ya. Satu saat kalau sempat dibaca. Oke, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you for listening, and
Ya.
friends. What's next?
Ditutup dulu gimana kalau
Oh, iya.
diudahi gitu?
Oh benar, I'm sorry. Let me make a conclusions about my presentations. The conclusions for me that personally I would recommend this book because it's really thought-provoking and offers you fresh theme, because in my opinion there hasn't a lot of literary work that talks about quote-unquote religion directly in their book. And that's all from me. Thank you all for listening to my presentations. I really appreciate it. Let me close this. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.